The Supreme Court has decided to hear the TikTok ban, and I'm going to tell you that this is exactly why it's more important to honor your own authority, your intuition, your human design, your astrology than ever, because this makes me so mad that the government can move so fast on behalf of the wealthy people and at a snail's pace for literally everyone else in the country. If you're new here, my name is Tangi. I am a human design teacher and coach. I use human design to help you feel good, or at least feel a little better, by showing you how to manage your own energy well and make decisions that are correct for you instead of delegating your authority outside of your body. And if you have been living under a rock, TikTok has been set to be banned on January 19th unless it is acquired by a company in the US. And there was a recent court decision that says that ban is going to go through and it's legal, and there's nothing that any president can do about it unless the Supreme Court takes the case. We were all hoping they would, because we know how slow the court systems are. But guess what? Now they're not. Now they're not. The Supreme Court will take the case on January the 10th. So they have like 3 weeks to prepare for this case. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure they're prepared. But back to the original point of the video, because, I'm not a legal expert by any means. I study energy, I study astrology and human design. If you have had confidence in authority figures in the past, and that confidence is slipping away from you, and you're looking for a tool or a resource or some clarity or some insight on what does this mean for me? Right? How does this impact me? Then I would highly suggest looking at human design and astrology, because this will help you feel more confident in your decision making. It will help you have more clarity in your own goals and how to move forward in your own life. And let me just sneak this in here in case the worst thing happens. I am on literally every other platform. Everything that I've ever posted on TikTok has already been reposted to YouTube Shorts. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Blue Sky. I'm not on the other one that the other guy owns because I don't like that. I'm on Facebook, but not really. So yeah, every single handle that I have is the same as the one that I have here on TikTok, and that is at the Feel Good Expert. Anyway, back to how to trust your own authority and pull your energy back to you. This is something that I feel like I've gained a lot of expertise in, that I have a lot of experience in, especially over the last 7 years of my life. Well, I guess 7 to 12, because I'm 40. So I hit my Saturn return 12 years ago when I turned 28. A lot of people don't know this, but after your Saturn return happens, which is actually like not that bad to have Saturn conjunct Saturn, you hit your first Saturn square 7 years later. Not your first post Saturn return square 7 years later. And that's when things start getting really, really weird. So if you're between the ages between 35 and 43, you're in this like spiritual awakening cycle, this moment of upheaval, curiosity. Sorry, my hair is like dirty and doing weird things. Curiosity, and really like finding out who you really are. And this is why we see so many people have their midlife crisis, like early 40s. It's because of Uranus opposition, actually, and all of the things that happened leading up to that. So what I do myself for my own journey is I look at astrology as my like overarching map of what's coming, right? What is the path, the big overarching path that I was born into, that I'm meant to live out and play out in this lifetime. And human design is what energy do I bring to that map, right? How does my aura, my unique design, my unique personality interact with that life map? And one of the bigger maps that you're on, if you live in the US like me, is being alive during this Pluto return of our whole country. How do I deal? How do I make decisions that are correct for me? How do I manage my energy? Human design has been the answer to me for that, because it will tell you what type of aura you have, which basically tells you the shape and expression of your aura. And then it will tell you how to make decisions when something comes into your aura. Decisions that are aligned, intuitive, and correct for you specifically. So this has been like a guiding force in my life for the last 7 years. I've been able to stay home and unschool my kids while making passive income from showing up on all of these different platforms and creating courses on how to learn human design. And I also have a personalized report. It's in the $20 range that helps people have something concrete that they can refer back to day after day to understand how to manage their aura. And yeah, it's been my safety net during all of this change that has happened. So I've had a lot of personal change and crisis in my own life in the past 5-6 years. And now that I feel safe and comfortable in my own body, I'm observing and experiencing the changes that are happening in my country without attachment. So if you're ready to get to that level, you can pull your chart for free anytime on my website. It's feelgoodhumandesign.com. The cool thing about my website that is different than a lot of other human design websites is that each of the chart properties links you to a video that I've made to describe that chart property to you. Basically, I've organized all of my social media posts to prioritize the ones that are most relevant to you and your chart first. If you like that, if you like me, if you like the way that I talk, my personalized report will show up. The button to download the report will show up right underneath all of the chart properties. It's an instant PDF download. It's over 50 pages, and it takes you through how to understand your design step by step. Great for you, also great for relationships. I understand my kids' design deeply, which means I get to be myself while also letting them be themselves, okay? All of that is available to you on my website, feelgoodhumandesign.com. It's linked in my bio. And yeah, fingers crossed that we get to stay here. But if we don't, you know where to find me.